My name is Brett Findler, and I'm president founder of Priority Responsible Funding Company. That's a unique funding company designed specifically to help lawyers achieve the justice their clients deserve. Let me explain to all of you how this works, because it's fairly simple. This started in Australia, non-recourse litigation funding. It migrated to Europe, and then it came over to the States. It's been around about 20 to 25 years. And basically what we do is we provide monies to lawyers so that they can go ahead and hire the best experts, attend the best educational conferences so they can learn for their clients. How do we get paid? We stand in the same exact shoes as you, the trial lawyer. So just as you are not permitted to get paid unless there's a recovery in the case, same in a non-recourse funding agreement. So if we provide $10,000 in funding for a life care plan, and that case goes south, there's a verdict against the plaintiff and there's no recovery, we have to eat that money by law, by contract. Why? Because the contingency event of getting the client money didn't materialize. So it's a high risk, but we have a team of trial lawyers with at least 20 years of experience. We're speaking attorney to attorney. Instead of approaching it from a marketing point of view, the first thing that we talk to the attorney about is, tell me about your case. Tell us about the liability. Tell us about the damages. And then tell us what you would like to do. So we can vet that case in 24 hours or less, whether the ask for the funding is $10,000 or $2 million. That's how quickly we can do it. Then what happens is, whoever the provider is, so if a law firm wants to hire a life care planner, Priority at no cost to the lawyer will wire transfer the funds directly to the medical provider. Or we can wire transfer the funds to the attorney and he can then pay the provider, whatever works best for the attorney. And then we wait, just like the attorney, till the end of the case. Worst case scenario, no recovery, we walk away contractually, legally. That's the non-recourse term, meaning we have no recourse against whomever we funded the money because the triggering event of a recovery did not occur. So it is not a loan, because a loan requires a payback. So if you go to a bank for the same thing and your line of credit, and you write the check from your line of credit, and the case goes south, bank is not going to say, sorry, we failed. No, you still owe that money. So that's the biggest thing for people to understand. It is not a loan. If there is a recovery, we get paid. So how do we get paid? If the case is successful, we get paid the original principal funded amount, and our profit is based upon how long that money was out. Every month it's out, the interest accrues. As it relates to the costs of Priority, we have an independent third-party administrator. I wanted this money to be available to attorneys as much as possible. So we're blessed as a company to be able to financially not have to go out and source money to fund money. One of the things that I really love explaining to lawyers is, you need to look at non-recourse litigation funding, not as a cost or an expense. It's an investment. You're investing in your case so that you can not only get your client more money and do the best possible job, but also increase your attorney's fees. So let me give you a perfect example. Let's assume you want to sell your home. Your home is the case, right? And you hire a realtor, and to your shock, you find out that your home isn't worth as much as you thought it was. And you start to talk to them and you say, my next door neighbor got $200,000 more. It's the same house. And the realtor says, they had a new kitchen. That makes all the difference in the world. And then the couple says, if we had the $50,000 for the new kitchen, we'd do that too, but we can't. Here's the connection. Think of the home as the case. The kitchen is the cost, the investment to increase the value of the home, just like you want to increase the value of the case. How much does that generate? If that $50,000 equates to $300,000 in the example that I gave with the house, so $50,000 for the cost of a new kitchen, or $50,000 for investment in your case, it increased the value 300,000. 300 times 40%, that's $120,000 that you never would have seen. What did it cost? $50,000. Well, you're going to get the $50,000 back from your client because it's an expense. Okay, what was the cost to you to obtain the monies from Priority? I'm making up a number. Let's assume the interest accumulation is $15,000. It's $20,000. Do the math. You made $120,000 that you never would have seen, and it cost you $15,000. That's how you have to look at this. It's math. And if it didn't work, we wouldn't be in business, because that's all this really is. It's a mathematical equation determining how much this expert that I don't have the money for will increase the value of my case, and at what cost. I want to help lawyers. This is not something that I went into as a second career to become wealthy. No, this is a passion of mine. I want to be able to take the Davids of the legal world and turn them into Goliaths overnight.